Hi guys, this is Jake from Canadian Cutting Edge, and today I'm still at my parents' place in southwestern Ontario. I got GearBest, the address where I was going to stay, and they've sent me some more knives to review. Let's take a peek, because this package seems like it might have 4 or 5 items in it. Whew, looking forward to this one. I've got my Buck 322 that I got from Canadian Tire Stores. It's one of those models that Buck is making just for Canadian Tire. It seems to be a reasonable knife. They're going to have a series of 4 knives that have this green in it and the softer TPE handle scales. This is the smallest of the bunch. They'll have larger folders, even a fixed blade. And I'm going to get a couple of those and review them. But for now, we're going to look at this. Good knife. It slides through there very well. I like that clip point there. Maybe you called it Warncliffe. I'm not sure what I'm going to call it yet. So we got the package open. Let's start with, ooh, what do we have here? This is one of the HX Outdoors knives. And I reviewed a version of this knife a while back. And when the black stonewash version came out, I just figured I have to get this. And black stonewash handle, very, very nice. I'm really glad I got this. The other version is very much the same. I think I remember the sheath being a little bit different, being one that bolts on down here. This has got a much higher center of gravity when it's going to hang on your belt. Unless my memory's wrong, of course. Ferro rod that sits in the sheath, and I pushed it too hard. Since it's only bolted on one side here, you can push too hard to get it in and out. It's over there. I'm going to pick it up a little bit later on. But my very first impressions with this are very, very good. This feels just great in the hand. This is the TD01 with a stonewash, ferro rod. Not super sharp from the factory. It's got a striking area for the ferro rod there. And this handle feels like it's G10. Love that hammer area right there at the back. So that fits into the sheath. One orientation. Right side, if you want the blade facing back. If you want on the left side, the blade would face forward. It's the only option. You don't have the chance to move the pocket clip to the pocket loop to the other side. Sharpening area right there on the side of the sheath. Very well done. HX Outdoors. I think this will be a great review. I'm confident of it. Okay. Next in the bag, do you want to go big or do you want to go smaller? Let's go smaller. Oh, and smaller we go. Little package. Put it on that side. And we've got a very nice little spinner. I got my mom a fidget spinner, one of the spinners I had. And, she's basically stuck in her recliner most of the time, in pain. And, getting distracted with television and stuff. But the little spinner I got her, that's starting to distract her as well. This guy is very, very smooth. I believe this is made by Fura. It's a really dark sort of purple-esque anodization and really smooth action. And it's nice and small, so it's going to work in even smaller hands. So children or small ladies' hands. Big hands aren't bad either. I find that actually I do like fidget spinners. My family, a lot of them are saying, that when I'm here in Ontario and I'm visiting with them and stuff, they're starting to say, oh, fidget spinners, and they're doing that, I'm better than you because I don't like fidget spinners kind of attitude. So on them. I don't know how many of them are going to watch this video. I kind of like them. We do have a little bit of road noise. Hopefully it's not too loud in there. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, something mid-size here in a Ziploc bag. And let's Take the plastic off of there. Looks like a small pencil case. A zipper with a nice pull on there. And we open it up. Ooh la la. I asked for this knife. I told them to choose any color. Look at this, purple. D2 steel. Comes with a nice little lanyard. Skull on there. Tightly woven. Paracord that has been emptied. So it's just the shell of the paracord. It's a very light handle, very skeletonized. D2 steel on this blade. A little bit of a drop point. Nice wedge. And that thing is sharp. That thing is very sharp. Great frame lock. And it's a little slippery because there's oil all over it. I'll have to wipe this thing down quite a bit. Very, very nice. I've got some plastic that I got to go pick up that's flying around, so I'll be right back. Ah, we got another spinner. And this spinner I did ask for. Not the color specifically, but I wanted this spinner. It's round, star-shaped pattern inside. Here we go. Looks like a wagon wheel almost. It spins extra super smoothly. This is by Fura as well, F-U-R-A. I'll have links in the description below for these. This is awesome. And if you want a fidget spinner, I think this one feels like it's definitely worth it. So does the other one. I like that. Very nice. Much better than those absolute budget fidget spinners. And I think we've got one more item in this box. And we have it. Finally, I asked for this. I'll be honest with you, I asked for this from Ganzo. And for some reason, Ganzo has not been shipping anything to me for the last 5, 6, 7 months now. Since early 2017. The contact person that I had at Ganzo, Pauline, she either left the company or something happened, and my contact changed to somebody else, and that person has never responded to any of my emails after early March 2017. They said they were going to send me one of their new axes, those small axes, the hatchet, and they never sent it. I never got it. They said they were going to send it in May, and I should write them back, to verify. And ever since April, I never got anything back from them. So certainly nothing in May. So Ganzo, if you're watching this, I'm a little bit ticked off. I keep trying to make contact with my contact person, Den, and she just isn't answering any of my emails at all. It's rather unfortunate. I've done dozens of great reviews for you guys. I'm a little ticked off. But your products are still good. And this knife looks kind of cool. I'm liking that. This is quite unique. They've done some upgrades to the sheath. There was a earlier knife that I reviewed that had some serrations on it that looks very much the same, but a little bit different, that Ganzo has. This one's got all fine edge. Again, a filed out area here for striking with a ferro rod. Here's the ferro rod, and it's much smaller up here, not so big in the hand. I'll have to decide when I use it if I like that better or not. And it fits very well within the sheath. To be honest with you, I was told that I would not be getting the ferro rods because they couldn't ship them for some reason along with knives. GearBest has got some kind of policies. I don't know if it's the shipper or if it's the company GearBest or not. They just wouldn't ship knives together with ferro rods, is what they told me. And here they are. The ferro rod came with the sheath, with the knife, I mean. So I guess they can ship them together. Same little thing that I don't like on this that I didn't like on the previous one, and that's the only thing I really didn't like, is Velcro here for the closure to hold the blade in place, the handle in place. I keep saying the wrong word. The one thing I don't like about this is that it's using Velcro to hold the blade in place. I said it again. I'll try one more time. The only thing I don't like is that it's Velcro to hold the handle in place when the knife is in the sheath. I wish that that was a snap. I can always put a snap on myself. It holds on there very tight, very firm, quite well. They've got a bit of a cover, which I like, for the sharpening plate here. The previous version just had it exposed like this. This one's got a bit of a Velcro plate to protect it. That's nice. I like that. It's a good little touch. I just put it back on under the screen. So that helps protect that. And also, it's not, when it's on your pants, it's not going to rub on your pants and do any damage. I didn't even think about that before, but now that I see this, that's probably exactly what that thing did. This little protection is great. And then they've got 2 blades in here so that it cuts like a V shape. I'll have to see exactly how that works. But there's a blade right in here on the sheath to, there it is. It's open now. Hopefully you can see it. Hopefully it'll focus. That will cut very, very well. That's very sharp. So, because you've got 2 blades, there's a sharp edge on this piece, and there's a sharp edge on that one. I think that will cut very, very well. A hole here for, if you want to tie it to your pants if you need to, or if you want to strap it here and strap it, up here onto a bag. That'll work. I'm glad I got the all black version, just with a little bit of green. That's supposed to hold on to some light and then, give off the light while you're in the dark later on at night or whatever. G81. This is the G8102. No, this is the G8102, and it's a nice flat grind, a high flat grind, so a saber grind. Great big belly on here. I often like a big belly instead of too, flat. I like this big fat belly in the long flat area. Not really, you can't really sneak up on this that well. Feels really good in the hand. Thank you very much, GearBest, for sending me these items. 2 big fixed blades, 1 folding knife, and 2 spinners. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please click and like, share with your friends, subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber. That will help me out an awful lot. It helps companies like GearBest agree to send me stuff to review. I live on a disability budget, a disability pension, so my budget is tight. So every little bit that comes in, that helps. If you use the links that are in the description below on a PC, it'll say show more below the video. There'll be a little bit of text and it'll say show more. Click on that and you'll have links so that you can choose to buy any of these. And if you use my links, I get a tiny bit of money that helps me fund the channel to buy knives from vendors that don't want to send me anything for free or at a reduced cost. I get knives all 4 ways. I buy a lot of knives, probably just under half I buy myself. I get some from vendors, GearBest. I get some from manufacturers, trade. And I get some that the manufacturers or vendors give to me at a significant discount. Boker Plus is one of those. Rake is one of those. Rake knives, R-U-I-K-E, Rake knives. So all different ways of getting knives. And it costs money, so thank you for helping me out, guys. And stick around for the full reviews on these guys coming up ASAP. As soon as I get back to Canada. As soon as I get back to Alberta, I'll be doing reviews on these knives, and maybe I'll get 1 or 2 of these done before then. Thanks so much again. Remember, always cut towards your chum and not your thumb.